Could we have more Paimon dialogue?
What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her. So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better
They're
now
gonna make
that
me
Nahita's
sad
in
about
charge,
leaving
right?
Sumeru.
Paimon just
I was
hopes
already
this
sad
peace
about
will
it. You
last
didn't need to
a
add to
long
it.
time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
How could you say this to him? Look at his face.
Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about
He's
heading to
so
our next
cute and blue.
destination for now.
Have you considered that he's blue? Oh, is it so hard to be a little kitty cat? I don't know if the Miki L just came through there.
Ah, look who it is.
She's upset.
Running into you in a place like
Hi,
this.
Taya.
I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some
Why is
serious
Iker so
business.
cute?
Even
He's
though it
so
may have nothing to do
cute.
with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on
I'm
my way to
still
report
mad about
back.
her fake cat ears. They didn't have to do that to us.
That's when I saw you two all the way over there.
So mean.
Chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway? Huh? You serious? Can't say I
Bad
saw that
vibes.
coming.
Rancid vibes.
But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. Ah, I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
No.
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no
That's
clue
so
you'd miss
cute.
us so much.
How could they make her
Don't
sad?
worry. We'll come back
It's
to see
illegal.
everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good.
There is no
All you
good
need
way
to
for
do
me
to
to
get
show you, but
Fontaine is
currently
cross this
the
stretch of
cats are
desert
circling
and
me
navigate
like
some
sharks.
waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
I don't like this man. I've decided. His vibes are bad.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
It's so sweet.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita? Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
There is always
Then,
need to.
I guess this is goodbye
love
for
her.
now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
I'm still mad about her fake cat ears. I'm sorry, I'm still just thinking about it. Hi, darling. Hi. Miki is just sitting. Sorry, I'm lazy and I didn't want to... I do think the fact that they make you wait for the elevator is the funniest shit known to man. Like, it's just funny. And you have the option to just sit there pressing the button. Which I think it's mostly as funny to me as it is because, like, they went on the whole things about player comfort and trying to, like, really prioritize that, and then they're like, but you will just sit here and wait for an elevator. Who asked? Put your fucking scarf away. You're in an elevator, King. Cannot stand your ass.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port!
It's really so pretty.
Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines! Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something
He
to
just
do.
looks so cute and blue.
What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information.
Like, I know that, like, we really are able to just do that, but it feels so fucked up to be like, yeah, let's just go talk to
Our
God.
best source for information
We're
at
gonna
this
go hang
point.
out with God now.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like?
I think she's a
we get
fucking
along?
goblin.
Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means. To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you
don't know
ask
if
me,
Miki
it's a
is-
tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Noises are coming
Yeah,
through.
I didn't expect that kind of ending for him.
Also,
I thought he would
congratulations.
at least
I'm
fight
proud.
on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
You know, that's fair.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here
God,
listening.
you people are really fucking French, aren't you?
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened.
Hey, y'all
In
are
fact, it's a case
as
that was
hell.
just heard a few days ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, a real trial?
Simply cannot give a shit.
But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring
Like, y'all
ulterior
are,
motives. Whether
insane,
something is true or
insane.
not simply isn't that important.
Excellent.
The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of
No,
doing
that is
things.
literally to question it, but,
It's
like, you're
just that
right.
Putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Yeah, honestly.
No worries. Other
They were
visitors
saving
to
it all up
Fontaine
for
have wondered the
France.
same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oh, and we just believe that.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get
That's
the chance.
ungood.
Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Hello.
Oh, that's
May we
easy.
meet God?
Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Oh, fair enough.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and
Good
it'll
lord.
depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's
I'm
incredibly
obsessed with the
popular.
background, Lynette, and
That's
all of
right.
this.
After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get
A little?
enough of her.
I don't know about all that.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now!
You
The Hydro
women are-
Archon is kinda like
I
a
know.
big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
That is
Hang on.
fucking weird.
This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House.
Just gonna walk in like,
Who
hey,
knows
what's
how
up?
long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
Listen.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Hey, Paimon, you're aware we jump into the water all the fucking time, right? I do love that I will bring Child on a quest. I'm like, I love him. I'm so glad to have him here. And then he opens his mouth and I'm like, no, get out.
Are you alright?
Huh? Ah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
I think that if two
About
people showed up and
many
were like,
things,
oh,
actually.
you seem like you're
But
worried,
there's
I would
nothing I
totally
can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
She's perfect in every way.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
Yeah.
And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea.
I'm
But
obsessed
now,
with the little
the water
creature
is
skipping around in
gradually
the background.
swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry.
Hey, girly.
Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
It's a little heavy.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, he's obnoxious.
And you are?
I like him.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Oh, allow
The
me to
fucking
introduce
drip show
myself.
off.
I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess,
Don't
I'd
hold it
say
in,
you
just
must
go
be
for it.
travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
Paimon, you don't gotta say
I
that.
see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In
my
fact,
God.
she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Get her ass.
Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
Oh my
I
god.
also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
I like
Seems
her.
you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
You don't like chargeable characters. Don't do it to yourself.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories, and that it won't be long before it engulfs you too.
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I
I've heard
suppose
this
prophecy
line.
isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now. Where
But I
to
do
begin?
love his design. It's just good. It's a good design.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
Certainly.
We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Then he's like, maybe we
Nadia
shouldn't delve into
introductions earlier,
the
not
extreme problems of our nation as a whole. What's your fucking
Hello,
name
traveler.
again? Okay, I have to say, Aether and Lenny having a homoerotic moment at the very beginning was not on my Archon Quest bingo card. But I'm kind of glad it happened anyway. God, yeah, no, I can't find it at all. It's insane knowing that they're the same voice actor. That's so fucked. Like, the
And
range of it
hello,
all.
Paimon.
Oh.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right
God.
then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
They really went off with their designs. Oh, they're so little. Kyle is so tall. Nope.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh? Oh, hi. Hi. Her design is so obnoxious. I adore her.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Undoros. Furby fish. Good lord. I'm just sitting here like, my god, you're fucking
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us
Hold
make
on.
a toast
What is
in
going
honor
on
of this traveler
with
and his companion who have
her
journeyed
mascara?
here from
That's
distant lands.
that kind of fox.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations.
Oh my god.
But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
I think I like saw people mentioning her having the different colored eyes, but I never really noticed. Until like we have this close up now. Sorry, I'm like staring at her design instead of moving the story along. Her eye shape and her eyelashes are kind of fun. But I'm still mad that she has long hair. Just no one has a glass. Oh my god.
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity.
Yeah, her eye design is really cool. Sorry, we're gonna, like, really have the close-up with her for a second. I like it in the back view. I just really liked her cute bob before. I can't believe you would do this to me. No, don't encourage them. But I just like... I feel like it was the same, although granted, Arlekinos has grown on me. But it does disappoint me a little every time I'm like, oh my god, I love this character's hair, and then there's just a mystery rat tail. And it's always, and at this point I should just expect it, but I never do.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power
Girlie,
and witness
you need
my
to
authority.
Sit down.
Intelligent people always gather under the
Tough crowd.
correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome
We've
you
heard
to the
this line.
nation of
I know this one.
Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop doing that, and I know this about myself.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
In fairness, as much as I'm dragging her for being dramatic, objectively, I still think Zhongli takes the cake. I think that dramatically faking your own death aggressively is more dramatic. And Focalor could never. I still think he wins. Yeah, she seems obnoxious, but in a way that is a little bit compelling.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre.
Don't you fucking talk about
and
Nahida like
excellent.
this.
I suppose
I will
it's
fuck
only
you up.
natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
You say one bad word about Nahida and it is on site. It's on fucking site, I swear to God.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities
just wanna
and
take scissors
etiquette
and just-
necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
So there's a little snitch is what I'm hearing. Not hearing, seeing. He's a little snitch. I knew his vibes were bad.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the little, like, disappointed face is kind of hilarious.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
No,
What
dude, that
else
was so
could I
much.
say
That was
then?
so much.
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise!
I love that they're like, is she waiting for us to start talking? And Aether's like, she can damn well wait.
Wait,
Yeah.
does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Oh my god.
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind
Jesus
of drama
Christ, they are
going
so
on?
fucking French.
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Y'all have got to be less French.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus.
I don't know if it's tolerate so much as thrive off of because you desperately need attention, but whatever helps you sleep at night. I really like her outfit, though.
You may consider this my reward
Is
to
that you?
all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Hello?
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
I love her so much. She's just like, alright, bet. Let's fucking go. Hi.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Girl, we beat the Raiden Shogun, and you look like a strong wind could blow you over. I'm just saying.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Hey, friend, I understand that you're hot. However, she started it. I'm just saying, she started it.
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
Really?
On Arrhenius, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
Oh, y'all
You
are.
see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Whoa, all right. Now
Your
that'll
name's
be worth
Lexera. I
seeing.
don't want to fucking hear from you.
Right. This is Fontaine, after
Oh,
all.
hi, Mel.
Such a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use it.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what we're doing right now.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's
But I do think
reaction?
that you're gonna like the
Seems you
Hydro
spent a little
Archon.
too much
She's
time in the opera house.
deeply your type.
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
It's like, I have not even set foot in the goddamn city.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Oh, Lord.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
She's dramatic, theater kid, and kind of fucked up, so I'm pretty sure she was made for you. Also, I don't know if you've noticed her
So
eyelash shape
that's
yet,
what
but it's
they've done
very
wrong.
funky.
That's Our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine
Hey,
like she
Etienne?
does.
That law sucks ass. And you should be... No, you guys need to go towards the part of being French where you revolutionize. I'm just saying.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Hey, there's expressions in this so far. Might be the best they've ever been.
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, Then, in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
Motherfucker.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun.
Hi.
But if you would allow me to
Oh,
interject...
I like him.
I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Thank you, Linny.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny. My
Oh,
beloved
she is
citizen. I'll
angry.
permit you to object. But
Oh
how
my God.
exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
Yeah, honestly. He's little and small, and he's a little bit of a
As
bastard.
a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show.
I would die for him.
So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Oh, please. Oh.
Ta-da!
I like her so much. You should not pull from you don't like charge shot characters.
What's that on Paimon's back?
Backpack leash kid.
That?
You know what? Honestly, valid. I like him. Oh, he's very good. Motherfucker knew.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just
I
that no
like
one could see
Lenny.
it before.
Oh, he's fun.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
He's got little bastard energy in the best possible way.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Etienne, you have a terrible sense of humor, and I really want you to stop talking.
Huh.
And
I'm
your
not
name
sure
is
what to
Lecter.
think.
You don't get to speak.
It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Oh, she's not gonna like that shit at all.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Yeah, no worries. I'm glad you could stop in. I'm excited to see you soon. Have a good flight.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
What the fresh fuck are you on about? And why are we getting slowly uncomfortably closer to your face?
I look forward to seeing your upcoming
really
performance
don't.
at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Off she fucks. Enhance.
And just like that,
Listen,
she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen.
yeah, her whole everything with other Archons is kind of
But that's a problem for future
fucked.
Paimon. That whole scene just now
Just 'cause,
was
like-
really...
really the only relationship between Archons we see is Zhongli and Venti, and Zhongli is primarily throwing a mountain at Venti. But like... huh.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
You are so crafty, and I love that in a man.
So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
Unfortunately. Granted, I will say my only critique of him so far in the story is that he hasn't stuck his tongue out once. I was given an unrealistic expectation of the number of times he would stick his tongue out by his his teaser videos. I was led to believe he would do that constantly, and I feel lied to.
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant.
Okay.
It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious
Aw.
stage in Fontaine.
I'm so proud
the
of
Opera
him.
House.
But isn't
I've
the
had
Opera
Linny for
House
all
where
of 5 minutes, and if
criminal
anything
trials
happens to
are
him, I'm going to kill everyone in Fontaine and then myself.
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line
I've heard
between a
this line.
trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
He's adorable.
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure.
Also, I really
We don't
like
really
that
have anything to
Lynette
do
has
now,
shorts.
and
Her
we
little
wanted to go to
shorts
the
are
Opera
such a
House
cute
anyway.
little sign.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
I also like that Linny has slutty little shoulders out. Good for him.
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Oh,
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a
I've heard
prophecy
this
has been
line.
circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will
This
remain,
sucks.
weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
that seems kind of fucked up.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
Are y'all too nice to Conria? Are y'all like the only people nice to Conria? Because that would do it.
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
I keep forgetting that Farina is not the original Hydro Archon. I don't know how I keep forgetting that, because they remind
But
us
here in
constantly.
Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
Because
That's exactly
they're
what the
going
people
to
did at first.
drown.
But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie
That is
beneath
like
the sea.
mad fucked.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when
adore
people are
him.
moving their belongings.
Oh, he's perfect in every
Paimon
way.
gets it. It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is more than a bit of rain.
Bitch, you made Paimon into a balloon.
Perhaps
Get his
only
ass.
absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
He's so good. Time to go be a public menace.
What's this? Ah, so you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
The thing that is wild about this to me, and this is probably just that I have been broken in my 20s for some time now. If someone came up to me and was like, here's some free shit because the end times might be coming, I don't care whether or not I believe the end times are coming. I have been offered free shit. I accept the free shit. If someone hands you something and they go, this is free, you take it. Like, I get that they're like, aha, no, I don't believe in the prophecy. Yeah, but that's still a cool fucking bag. Just take it. We don't give a shit if you actually, like, leave for the prophecy. Whatever, I don't care what you believe. That's a cool bag, and you should just take it. Like, Mary Poppins literally walked so you could run. And you're like, oh, but I don't believe in that. It's just so fucking French of them. I'm so...
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story.
This man's name makes me obsessively angry.
The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land.
You developed blood vessels.
So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
No. No, I don't think that's what it'll be like. No, I think you're wrong. I think you're very wrong. Yeah, magic therapy is like maybe a start.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should
Those
probably
motherfuckers
still
like, no, I
take it.
swear I'll go mermaid mode. I swear it. Like, no, you won't. Normal therapy, but Linny is there.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
It does. It does mean death. Listen to it does. It does. It just does. It does. My God. Okay, I gotta say, considering we're just skipping the people like hanging out, but the people who are on a boat, we're gonna make sure they get the magic pockets. God forbid we give them to the people who don't have a
want
mode.
That thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything.
People like you are why global warming is bad. I hope this
Life
helps.
is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
No, you won't. But several generations below you fucking will. Jesus
should
Christ.
Still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Yeah, again, it is a cool magic bag. Why are we not excited about the cool magic bag?
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd
Definitely
really
not a
rather
metaphor for anything. Yeah. Yeah, like, you're like, oh no, we'll be dissolved in the I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Also, just saying, moving a little bit into the city doesn't stop you from living your current life.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets?
Yeah,
That
all
was
of them.
fast.
Except to the people who don't
So,
have names
what
because
do
they're
people have to
worthless to
say?
me.
I bet you heard some, interesting opinions. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
You are such a good little boy.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
Anything for you, King.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
He gives you 3. 3. You decide. You decide who lives and who dies. Oh, Vosala thinks she's in charge of the justice. Just you fucking wait.
That would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
I'm pretty sure I have a shit ton of those.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
I love her. She's perfect in every way.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of
that's
Fontaine.
fair. Feels wrong.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
Oh.
Magicians and
enough.
thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Linny the fucking snitch.
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
God.
You two can ride the lift over there and wait up
I'm just
top.
saying, she's still from
I bet
Lecter.
that'll
I
be
don't
her
really
escape
care.
route if she tries to run.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
Oh my god.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Paimon, can you shut the fuck up? No, that makes you sound like a cop, sweetheart.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction! What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
Also, frankly, it wouldn't surprise me if Lenny is like, oh, this bitch doesn't shut the fuck up.
Nothing's
The thief will
happened for a
clearly
while
run away
now.
from them.
Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a
Lecter.
thing earlier. Anyway,
No.
I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Why does
I saw
that
the
sound like
general
Linny
direction
fucking
she
killed
went.
her?
But Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
That sounds like they fucking killed her.
Did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'm
I'll be
just
all
saying.
right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
Yeah, they definitely killed her.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative
No, they didn't.
paid off.
Girly is
All right,
dissolved
let's
into
put
the
this little
waters, as they
detour behind
say.
us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around.
You know what's crazy?
People at Fontaine really know how to use
Is
water.
how well it goes if you
This is
stay
an
on the boat.
aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine.
Not that I would
It's pretty
have done
convenient,
anything
but the
else
ride can
but
become a little
stay
dull after a while.
on the
The
boat
scenery is always the same.
like I'm
That's
supposed
why it's
to.
better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Aww.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a
Well,
real trip when it's just the two of us.
you
It's the same as being at home.
You see,
Whatever.
I wanted to know
Guess that's what it's like
if
to be an older brother.
they would stop me from
It's about time for us
jumping
to
off
leave.
of the boat.
Let's get on board.
And they didn't. But as slow as the boat ride feels, they are faster than you. So that's how I ended up walking to Fontaine City.
Huh?
I guess Court of Fontaine.
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
I don't know what you expected of me.
While riding the aquabus. In the story of my life, this is big news.
Oh, that's
What are you
adorable.
doing
Charlotte's
in
really
Fontaine?
cute.
I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite
Well,
a
because the boat
coincidence,
feels like it's
but
going really
as
slow when you're
travelers, we're
on
always on the
it.
move. It's not surprising that nobody
And so I
knew we were
assumed I
coming.
could like jump off and then jump back on.
So, we still have no idea how the
And that
regular
was
time
not
knew
the
about
case.
us. Oh, let
That's not
Paimon
how that
introduce you
happened.
to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere.
She's
I
so
wouldn't be much
cute.
of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It costs
It's an honor to meet
$0 to be nice to me.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an
We
unfamiliar
don't need
place.
to talk about boat logistics
So,
in a
what have you
different
been
game.
up to lately, Charlotte? Any big news?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House.
But it is also
You could
free to
still
be
manage
nice to
keep
me.
readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once
Yes, it
deceived
is.
vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
You drag me, but attach bits to it. Oh my god.
Ah, you're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just
Damn,
remembered.
Charlotte.
I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young
Why,
women case?
why must you do this to
That's
me?
right. These
stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy.
The little bow hanging
I've
off of her
already gathered all
monocle
kinds
is
of
very
materials.
cute.
I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So,
There was a post I saw earlier. You know, with that like Gordon Ramsay
you mean
with the kid like being nice, and then the like you absolute donkey.
That's right. The first missing
There was
girl
like
case happened almost 20 years ago.
mods
And ever
with
since,
streamers
after a
friends
period of
versus
time,
mods with the
another
streamer.
girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none
Hey,
of the
that's
girls have
mad
ever been found.
fucked.
Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always
That is
happen.
mad fucked.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation.
So Charlotte's a
I just
true crime
imagined for a second
blogger.
what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
That is so mad fucked.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
So everyone's gonna drown, and there's serial kidnappings. And the Archon is a bitch. We're off to a great start. Yeah, truly. God, I really love the fontaine music, though. Yeah, I assumed it would.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
She's so cute.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still
All right,
have
Lenny.
all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city
Please,
is
Lenny,
so
buy us
huge,
dinner first.
Paimon wouldn't know
Goddamn.
where to start anyway.
This is our current abode.
Like any of them.
Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends
It's
that
the
I would like to
special
introduce.
boy. He's here.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
He's perfect.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
And he's perfect in every single possible way.
Hello.
I'm gonna cry. He's adorable.
And this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
I am bewitched by his autistic swag, body, and soul.
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
He's perfect.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh,
Paimon, what
it's
if you weren't
nothing.
nosy?
We were just discussing a little housework.
Somehow
Sorry
I feel
for
like
the
that's a lie.
interruption.
But also, you probably should lie to us at this particular
Before I forget,
point.
the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
He's so cute. The fact that they gave him freckles just one-shotted me.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
Is it just Fosler throwing a tantrum? Because that would
I'm
be
afraid that's just how it
hilarious.
is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Look at him.
What's wrong, Fremine?
He is a perfect little boy.
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Bum, bum,
If
bum.
it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Girl, don't do it.
Hydro Dragon!
No,
Hydro Dragon,
I'm cutting you
don't
off.
cry.
It wouldn't let me cut her off.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Get his ass.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Fair enough. Yet their dynamic is incredibly good.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oh, are you leaving now?
He's so little.
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials
That
to the
is-
Beaumont workshop and deliver
Fetch
them to the
quests
owner
are in
there?
fact our specialty.
I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty
He's-
talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Oh my god.
No trouble at all. Don't worry.
I
we're
would
on
do
the
anything
case.
for him. If anything happens to Fremine, I'm going to kill everyone in Fontaine and then myself. And then I'm going to resurrect them and do it all over again. I
Sorry
swear to
for
God.
the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
No.
I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
You're perfect.
Oh, no need, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Oh. They really attacked me.
Hello?
I don't know, maybe the person who's right
Oh,
there,
hello there.
Paimon.
New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh, you were the
No,
opposite
we're
of the
just here
Mondstadt
to deliver some
blacksmith.
materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run.
Aww.
It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
Don't, child, there's competition.
I can't say for sure, but who knows?
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Paimon, that's a hydraulic press. I'm sorry, like, they could not have picked a less impressive mechanism to zoom in on for this particular line. They're like, here's this machine completely ineffectively pounding a piece of molten rock. French hydraulic
Why use your hands
press.
when a machine can do the work? It
Oh
would be
my
a
god.
waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Ah, well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
That's fucked up. You hear how that's fucked up, right? Like, you know, that's fair. That's a fair point. But I'm just saying, how can they be like, ah, no, there's no false trials. That's a thing of the past. We're beyond that. And then they're like, oh, but also, our electricity is run on trial juice. Like,
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
y'all are fucked. You're fucked up and you're fucked.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself.
And
but
you're using it.
basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
That thing they do in Madoka, that could be cool. That could be worse.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
And Zhongli was like, I have no wisdom. I'm dead.
Relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense.
Jesus Christ.
Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
I can't believe when I visit, we're gonna make you watch all of
It
Madoka
isn't
Magica.
produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
It's only 12 episodes, so it's only 4 hours of suffering.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
I hate this guy. Rancid vibes.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50%
The fuck
today.
is wrong
Wait,
with you?
No, 70%.
Oh, Land of Justice. I'm gonna fucking fight.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the material.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
He's here.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
He's here to commit atrocities.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Okay, the writers get points for that one. That's funny as hell.
Traveler, Paimon!
Oh my
I
god.
didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine.
Gay boy.
What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honestly,
good.
things have been pretty boring.
He's like, no one has fought me to the death. What's the fucking point?
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
I love him so much. He's the worst. He has no redeeming qualities. And he's the light of my life.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Oh my god, he really looked at you and was like, oh, thank god. Someone's here to start a national crisis.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
No, we're flirting with him right now.
Hey,
Shut up.
You, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
I like him a normal amount. Just need to stay. He really just was like, sit down, the adults are talking right now. Excuse me. Stop it. I'm flirting with Traveler right now. They really did. They did so good. He sees Traveler show up and is like, okay, there's about to be a fucking war here. Something terrible is going to happen. Thank God.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Yeah. And it's not catching up. We're setting up plans for a dinner date later, you motherfucker. Oh my god, that's literally, yeah. You just be patient, kitten. Annoying and need to just, you know.
Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
I know that objectively, the common person would not recognize a Fatui Harbinger. However, Child has such a pure, intense core of complete fucking chaos that I cannot imagine being like, oh, I'm gonna provoke him into a fight. Because, like, even if I was like, I don't think this twink could beat me up, he could bite my fucking ear off. I think he would start biting. He has that aura. I think this man is dumb. Just vibes alone, I would not pick a fight with him. I would get rabies. I would contract a disease because he would start biting.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
He's perfect. He's seriously, you just look into his dead fucking eyes and you're like, we're just gonna... Which I feel like he really saw Traveler and was like, I need to cause a problem. I have to punch someone.
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys! Let's see who has to pay up now!
One moment, kitten.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients.
Child's like, it's not rough if you kill him clean.
You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm just saying this is an incredibly homoerotic interaction. Like, this specifically, this directly, extremely homoerotic. I love it. Give us more of this.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Like, Child was like, hold on. Oh, we're doing a trial, okay.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank?
Again,
Wait, don't tell me
vibes
you're...
alone. Vibes alone. You should never have picked this fucking fight.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank.
I
Got it?
love his slutty little ab window. It is such a stupid detail. And it's perfect in every way.
Huh?
Oh, what did you do? Oh, motherfucker.
Now's my chance.
Okay, King, do you really think he needs a vision to beat your ass? I'm just saying. Yeah, no.
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
It's mad fuck, dude.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Well, and I think they, like... I promise to keep this short. Using Child for this scene specifically is such a good way to do this because of the vision users or, like, vision holders we know, he honestly has the most insane control over his, which I think has to do with the fact that he also can actively, like, control and withstand the power of a delusion, but, like, with the way, the relationship he has with hydro constructs and stuff like that, like, as far as vision holders, he is by far our, like, most sophisticated of them, as much as we love to clown on him. And so the idea of him specifically just not being able to control his vision or struggling with it, it hits a lot harder than maybe some of the other characters that either we just met so we haven't seen them as much, or like just that we have, like, his whole thing is having this, like, intense, very specific control in general battle, but especially over his vision. And so that's just, it hits more. And that's also exactly what I was afraid of.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
I love that he's like, yeah, I always got that on. Listen. I don't know where you would get that idea. I have no clue what would ever give that impression. I am super normal about him. Like, super normal. The most normal ever, even. I am the normalist, you could say. Yeah, no, also the fact that he's like, huh, that's fucked. Anyway. Anyway, we're telling him not to use his delusion too often because we care about him.
Child. I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
I mean, it could be like mafia type work, but it could be.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Did the Tsaritsa send you to Fontaine to go for timeout? The Tsaritsa really just go, you know what would punish him? The French.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since
Paimon, don't open this fucking can of worms. Don't do it.
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all. Just gonna save that for later.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
Well, because the implication is that if he's in Fontaine because of that he was feeling that before he got here, which means that it is not related, in theory, to the... Well, although I guess it could be related to the Hydro Archon, considering it's a Hydro Vision. I feel like I'm going insane. I feel insane.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
I know.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Yeah.
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
I'm not gonna lie, I have been distracted through this whole thing by the stupid fucking Matsutake at the top of the screen.
One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
What the fuck?
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss.
I didn't expect the child lore dump. We have the it.
In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea. And the
Child is now
boundless
that one
seabed was
fucking
all around
McDonald's
me. But in front
nightmare
of me
fuel
appeared
post.
a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
I like that she says before, like, I didn't beat the shit out of him like yesterday.
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers.
And that is so cool and sexy of you, King.
It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't you just go ask your master?
Clearly
Maybe she
she's in the
knows
abyss.
answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Just like Death Stranding.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
I'm gonna meet him on the beach. Ah.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh,
That is
seems the time
shockingly
really
wise.
flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
I like him so much.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep.
Just
in
like
Fontaine,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point.
Made for him. Yeah,
So
honestly.
engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
Respectfully, that is so fucked.
And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
He says like he's not seeking this out for fun.
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
Which sounds like a fucking lie.
Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with.
He looks so
Which is
excited.
exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine.
So I love his gay little earring.
Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for
Oh my
some
God.
time before she finally agreed to face me today.
I love this for him. He's living his best life.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Uh-huh, okay. Oh?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now.
I don't like that.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Like, on one hand, I want to focus on how gay it is for him to, like, trust Aether with something that important. But I'm too busy feeling like those are death flags.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
It's not us, Paimon. It's just Aether. It's not you.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Your general existence, gay boy. Hope this helps.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
In fairness, he didn't say down. He just said bad mood.
Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Paimon learns about masking. Oh my god.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits,
Oh my
but
god.
Paimon thinks this style of
Yeah,
novels
Miko's going to
are more,
strike you down from me.
well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the... Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time.
Respectfully, no you won't, but that's okay.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Oh boy.
Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aqua Bus.
Oh, absolutely not. Unrealistic storytelling. He still has his vision. I got to tell them about my escapades.
This is
if you will, with the Aquabus yesterday.
What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it.
Look in my inventory? Oh no. Oh
Looks like there's a lot
no.
of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Please bless us with a bright and healthy...
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Oh, that just... no.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Well, then where's Child?
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Are we doing this shit again?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette, you scared Paimon. When did you get here?
It hasn't happened before in this quest, but it has happened in prior quests.
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Dude, I love Lynette's little shorts. I'm sorry, they're so cute.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? If you were hearing their emotions...
This feels mad fucked. I know I feel like if we ran a counter of the number of times I've said mad fucked this stream, it would be higher than I'd like it to be.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let
Respectfully,
that come
I'm
with
worried
his
about what's in my
foolishness.
inventory right
He
now.
tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
Aww.
So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That
I
makes
love
sense.
him.
Let's go in and see Linny.
Hi. Sorry, I was curious if you could destroy it. I experienced half an emotion, then I was like, wait. That feels bad. I also, like... Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but the fact that it's on the same rarity level as all of our, like, major Archon quest items feels a little... Surprise tool that'll help us later. Because it sure won't be helping him. God bless.
Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world!
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Perfect in every way.
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Linny!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Why does that feel like we're preparing for something fucked up to happen?
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
It's about to pull out Albedo and Wanderer.
These should be our seats.
Just like Tears of the Kingdom. Let's sit down, Paimon says, and then proceeds to float next to us. Hi. I am not immune to old men. I am not immune. I am not immune. Oh my god.
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything. Oh, you little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
You are a freeloader. The most you could do, or the least you could do.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
I can't fuck him. I'm so disappointed in myself. He said one line. Fuck.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
God damn. I feel really normal about him. God damn it.
So you heard all of that, did ya?
No.
Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's... Sorry. Paimon's the one... Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you...
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linny would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
I'm a good person. Motherfucker. They didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do me like this. They didn't. I thought it would take longer. I thought it would take more than like 3 lines. Motherfucker. Oh my god. No, he is. They were like, here, we've combined fuckable old man and Yusuke Kitago on one character. Good luck. I never stood a chance. I didn't have a chance at all.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
Aether, do it. Yeah! Every time Aether introduces himself or anything, I'm like, do the little hand on. It's so cute. It's so cute every time.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. Oh,
he has pointy ears. Motherfucker.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
He's an autism creature. Fuck. That's what's supposed to happen. I didn't think... Like, I knew I liked his design. I didn't think he would get me this bad. His eyeliner is good. He has pointed ears. He's got cute blue streaks. He's awkward as all hell. And he has thigh-high boots. Like, what am I supposed to do? Fuck.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney.
I was so expecting him to be
It's an honor
snooty.
for me to see your performance in person.
Yeah, I was expecting him to be snooty and like kind of an asshole. And then they just made another stupid fuckable old man who's also stupidly French, but not in the way that makes me angry.
Wait, Nervillet?
Him and Zhongli is just dragon for dragon. That's the vibe.
Hmm? I saw you all chatting just now.
He
but it
really
seems you
is.
still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
And he can't hold a conversation. I love him.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work.
Look at his
Nearly every
fucking thigh
person has
highs.
their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
He's a polite old man and he has thigh highs. God damn it.
And by the
Also,
way,
yeah.
I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Oh. I feel like the universe just like looked at him and was like, whoa, Focalor be upon ye. And that's just his burden to bear.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Yeah.
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise she may become flustered.
Motherfucker. He's a gilf and a babysitter. They didn't have to do this.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
I'm obsessed with him.
Huh?
My god.
Things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
He's like, yeah, look at her, smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show is finally about to start!
Paimon, I'm sorry, I just can't listen to you this much. Real anime protag vibes coming from Nicolette. Yeah, no, they really just came for us with that. I'm so mad. The thing is, the thing about his design and everything is I was like, I know that they're gonna get me with him. I just thought I would hold out longer. I thought I would hold out longer than one line. It feels unfair.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epicles. I am the
I've
star of today's
heard that
show,
line.
Linny.
Yeah. See, I thought he was gonna be an uptight jerk, but that, like, ultimately his design would get to me and that they'd probably give him, like, a redeeming quality or two. And then, yeah, then they did that, and... yeah, literally. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
She's little and she's small. Remy, you did miss us meeting Fremine.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Oh,
Now, some
help
of you may
her.
be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all.
Yeah, they really do. I feel like I have discovered new facets of the autism spectrum via the Genshin cast.
So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Damn, Shotty.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
I'm on again. Shut
Now,
the fuck up.
Without
Your
further
commentary
ado,
is so
let
unnecessary.
the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon
love
enough.
his design.
Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say.
He's got slutty little shoulder cutouts and slutty little back window. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, you're right.
You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Oh, worm?
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear.
Oh, we're
or
in
appear.
cutscene mode.
The possibilities are endless.
Oh, he looks so naked without the hat.
Huh?
He's so fun.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Oh, there she is.
Using this water tank,
It would be
I shall make my sister
really
vanish
unfortunate
completely,
if
right before your very eyes.
something bad happened. We've seen no foreshadowing of this going horribly, terribly wrong.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Oh my god.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, Aether is so cute. Yeah, his little fake fear voice is so good. I love them already. Their whole family is simply so good.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Hyman didn't see him do anything!
Girl, shut up. Not about you right now.
That inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear?
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
I don't like the implications of that line. Do not pull for them. Don't do it. You don't like Charge Shot. I don't like the implications of this line. I will be saving it.
Guess you're right. Hyman couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Yeah, but old man is soon too. Blue Peepaw. He's just talking about. It's fine.
Thank you,
just,
everyone.
Just that.
I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
He's Peepaw Blue Edition. I don't know what to tell you.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
His little round cat. Blue Paw. It's like a bloopy. But not.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
I wonder who it will be. I wonder who they're going to call on the stage for the Archon quest.
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
Or we, gave length in on the bloopy.
Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
We can get a thonk emote.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Wow, I wonder who the random number selector is going to select. His gay sits are very good.
It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
Yeah, but I do.
Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations!
Oh.
You now have the chance to
It's the
experience
fucking
magic
thief.
firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Holy shit! That is the thief, right? I mean,
I'm
like,
sorry,
the
it might
NPCs
be
are
a
very
little
generic,
cramped
but
inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
I'm hoping I'm not a clown. It looks like the NPC.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box.
And so if that is her, I think this is going to be a very fun callback. If it's not her, I'm just surprised they didn't do Traveler.
If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Is that the prison? Did he just threaten to send her to prison?
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's
He's
practice
so fun.
together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60! 59! 58!
He's so cute.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
He really is. It feels like they've really improved upon his ability to work a crowd, and that being part of his character versus Kokomi is a genius general. Let's watch her make 75 bad decisions.
54, 53, 52?
He does. But you know what? It works.
Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
Oh my
I am
God.
counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
He's too good. Oh my God. They didn't have to do me like this. He's so fucking dumb.
Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me.
He literally just like,
enjoy
I'm
the
not
show."
counting out loud. I am not immune. I am not immune.
Oh! Alright. You look so serious that Paimon... 40! 39! 38!
Yeah, his autistic swag is truly off the charts.
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Yeah, honestly. Traveler's like, I've met a lot of you.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Okay, Paimon, you're actively making this worse.
Not sure. Anyway, that's...
25! 24! 23! What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds.
He's
Hear them counting?
so good.
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be
Oh my
tiring to
God.
do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5!
Oh, that's cute.
4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Oh, he's so dramatic.
Ta-da!
Oh, he's so good. Ayo. Ayo.
What happened?
Ayo. No.
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or
Oh
out
my
at
god,
this
I
time.
really am having just Leo flashbacks right now.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God
I
of
like
justice.
her character. I like them showing a level of insecurity. It makes her much more compelling.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
I like him. God damn it. God.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe.
Oh, they did just straight up kill him.
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Yeah, that's a super fucked up way to die, on screen and all. Oh, it does make me kind of want to strangle her, but it does also make me want to learn more about her.
And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Ah, knew that shit was coming back.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before!
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
Oh, girlie, I'm gonna slap you.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not?
The thing about Fosler is she's so slappable. I'm deeply intrigued by her. I'm excited to learn more about her, but I also would love to slap her across the face.
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald
And I'm just saying, when you combine this attitude with, oh, the whole city's electricity just runs on trial juice, maybe it's bad. Just maybe it's bad.
That can't be right! How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time! We can even hear his voice! Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances!
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Yeah, honestly, agreed.
I just think that he... Well,
Oh, honey.
I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like
Oh my
she's gonna
God.
personally deliver justice.
Girl.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
So how many of the suspects have been convicted because she has issues?
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites
Definitely
me
not a
even
metaphor.
more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met. Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and
Jesus
I
Christ.
already had a duel the first time we met.
I will say that the way that they're talking about the serial kidnapping case prior to this did include the fact that they've arrested and charged multiple people, and that it's mostly just girls of a certain age-ish. Yeah, Yanfei's about to fucking march straight in here.
But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and
Karina,
decide
you're
the true
aware that a
victor
man
than
is
here,
dead,
on the
right?
grandest of stages,
There is a man dead on that stage. Like, yeah, that's a grand stage. There's a dead man on it. So maybe chill.
Wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
Chill.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial
I
is in
think that
order.
that's gonna be the tone of Fontaine as a whole.
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment,
I'm
I'd
obsessed
like
with
to
him.
ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Hey yo, can we call Shinobu? Can we call Yanfei? We know lawyers. We know lawyers. I don't want to be his lawyer. I am not his lawyer. I would like to call our friend that is a lawyer. We have trained lawyer friends. They are canon, and we've talked about them and their law degrees, and I would like to bring them here. I'm just saying. Literally gotten everyone. Like, this man was just crushed to death. We know lawyers. There are lawyers in this game canonically who have law degrees and have talked about the process of getting their degrees. Why can't we get one of them?
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their
Oh, so it's
cases and
fucking
search
Ace
for the
Attorney
truth.
is what I'm hearing. No wonder.
Linney and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
I am obsessed with his eyes.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
How many nations must we show up to and people just look and go, I think we should arrest this little blonde bitch. Yeah, what in the Ace Attorney is really... Do I at least get to do the Ace Attorney investigation? I think we should be allowed to hug him. I would like to press X to hug Lenny.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
I mean, a little bit. A man was just crushed to death on stage directly in front of us, but you know.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Kel. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
No.
Good to hear.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not.
Oh, fucked
and
up.
I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
Yeah.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable
Add into
magician
the
like
mad
myself
fucked
couldn't pull all that
counter.
off in just 1 minute.
Because my god, that is mad fucked.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says,
Girl,
the
you read
impossible
once.
could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Yeah, honestly, when people are like, they wouldn't kill someone on the screen, it's too dark. Did you watch the Inazuma quest?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool,
What, did you
huh?
buy them with the stuff that we fucking pay you to buy things from you?
Don't worry,
Even though you're a freeloader?
used your own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
I like Lynette.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self.
In fairness, her personal savings could still come from what we pay her. You may remember the shop is called Paimon's Bargains. We pay her.
But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that.
I would like to
We'll be
call
counting on you.
a friend, and I would like the friend to be Yanfei.
Yes, thank you so much.
And if Yanfei is not available, I would like to call Kukishinobu, who I know would just be like, oh, a reason to leave Inazuma? Yeah. She earns an allowance.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where
It
did
could
Lynette
be.
go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
I like you, Lenny. Don't come here. Don't get me wrong. I like you. You are on trial for murder. Yeah, like... I'm sure you'll have more tricks. A few trade secrets are gonna have to be revealed because of how you were on trial for murder. And like a really fucked up murder at that, of someone who worked for you. So I think that maybe revealing trade secrets is not that big of a deal right now. Just a little. Just saying. Just
The
a
secrets
little.
behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Thank you, Lynette.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Yeah, like... I'm much more willing to respect an initial, like, no. As long as they immediately are like, yeah, I get it. No, you're right. I just don't want to. And I'm like, okay.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Oh my god, we're gonna go Ace Attorney on this shit.
Teams are still here.
Literally the first rational bitches into that.
The case. Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest
no.
with you. I'd avoid
That
getting mixed
is
up
fair.
in this
It is
whirlpool
getting
of a
late.
mess if I were you.
I will probably finish this section. Yeah, understandable.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named
I
Cal.
can't believe they killed someone on
Even though he
fucking
hadn't joined
screen.
the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged.
Yeah, it is so shaped.
As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap.
Yeah.
All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
I'm going to kill you. You take that back.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
You shut the fuck your mouth. You shut the fuck your mouth. That's my little boy you're talking about.
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
Your nation is mad fucked.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Oh my god. Ace Attorney time. Angry Scrooty. God. The investigation from the guards indicates that the fireworks launched at the tail end of the magic performance set the rope dangling the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowl, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit a crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowl and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remain mysteries. The deceased's identity is one of Linny's assistants named Cowl. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Bum, bum, bum. Oh good! We're gonna examine it, guys! This is where the magic box was struck. If Cowl weren't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Oh my god. I'm obsessed with this. I love AI Somnium files.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
We're defending someone in a murder trial, and we don't have fucking law degrees.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait! Paimon should write all this down! Let's take notes!
Paimon can write? Yeah, literally. Just like Tony Zuko. Paimon did read a book earlier. Special rope. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. The broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Yeah, it crushed a guy to death. So yeah, I would say that. Yeah, that's...
Hello there! What are you investigating?
You know, that's fair.
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence.
We're also an investigation team. Let us the fuck in.
The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Respectfully, how the fuck do you know that?
The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
The previous Cyclops killings, you say?
Also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
I mean, in fairness, y'all have been dropping the ball on that for a really long time now. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of members of Linny's magic troupe. Dropping the ball and the water
Investigation team has some
tank.
new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Oh,
see, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What
Even
were
though
you
we
saying
don't have a
about the
law
number
degree and we
selector?
haven't passed the bar
There's
exam.
something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
Yeah, but if it still picks the same seat every time.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case?
Device was used during Linny's magic performance to choose a lucky member of the audience. The guards have found that it will generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it. Looks like an ordinary box, but Linny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? What? Is that's our investigation? Oh, Jesus Christ, he's screwed. We're not... Oh, Linny, I'm sorry, honey, you're going to jail.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Your vibes are bad.
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
He's not. But even I would be like, I think we should open the box.
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
You don't have any, Paimon.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
God.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So,
And to make it worse, he's French.
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
Yeah, all 3 pounds of her?
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
That is such a bad theory. It's kind of impressive.
Wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
He's so stupid.
I suppose I must reconsider.
Like, you were really onto something there for a second, and then it turns out you have no fucking brain cells.
What was with that sound?
Sorry, I want to be done soonish, however, I desperately need to get through this part because I am so deeply curious.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Walk out the doors. Oh. Oh yeah, no, I figured because I've been looking at the little yellow squares.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you.
I'm
Over
so
here.
sorry.
I've been
Oh, it's
keeping an eye on
Navia.
you for a while now.
Sorry, I mean Taylor Swift.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth.
That's
No.
fair.
And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums,
I like-
you name it. Spina di Rosula does it.
I'm sorry.
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Oh, she's pretty.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
Okay, I like her. She wins.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Lay off the cigarettes, dude.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
Oh my god.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
Yeah, I really like her outfit.
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
I also like that her vision's on her
So
arm.
too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition. Naturally, my unparalleled intuition.
You'll never be Mona.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
So what I'm hearing here is that Child was right and we are going to start a civil war.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
Like, Navia literally looked at us and was like, you want to start a war, right?
Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Navia like, wow.
What's your opinion?
What would give you that impression?
I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Navia is like, I'm dropping hints that the Hydro Archon's off the fucking rocker. The Hydro Archon's off her fucking rocker. Literally, that's just... It's just Aether showing up in any nation.
Alright, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Yes.
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me.
Get Paimon's ass.
In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
We heard that line.
Well?
And why would that be? See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent.
Yeah, no, just no.
No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
Alright, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors.
You pass with flying colors. Let's start a war.
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence.
Honestly, she seems like she's passed the bar exam, so I am so down for that. She seems like she has a law degree.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion.
No, you should definitely... We don't have law degrees. You seem like you do. Or at least way more familiarity with being a lawyer than we do.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearance.
You have a point. And what about you over there?
Paimon is real sharp of you to call someone a talker.
I have nothing to add.
So true, King.
Alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first.
Yeah, like she's at least
Be sure to
like
let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks.
my god. I say, like, she at least has some familiarity with the way the system works. We've gotten nothing. Oh good, it's La Cricera.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So,
Yeah, but what about
the missing
before
girl
that?
couldn't have left from here, at least not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
That's not a fucking answer.
How can you be so sure,
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time.
So then why can't you just say she
I
didn't?
couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
In which case, why couldn't you just say, no, she didn't leave before that, I was watching the door?
We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. My mom wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Understood.
Yeah,
Then
you know
I'll be
that's
going
fair.
with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Molly's like, I am not fucking paid enough for this shit.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Your real lawyer.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Yeah, she definitely has passed the bar exam, or at least almost has. Or has studied for it. Whatever it is, it's more than what we've got going for us.
Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
I do love that Aether walks anywhere and everyone's like, man, give me 5 more of these little blonde bitches.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
They're like, yeah, we're on trial for murder,
helpers. I
so...
would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest.
Lenny
Come with
in
me.
deep
We'll be
pain.
heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice
Okay, so this is
anything
why we couldn't
strange
go
here?
in. Literally.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
There were decorations.
Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different?
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works
Elevator
as we head
time.
down.
I think that we're gonna have a homoerotic experience with Lenny in the elevator.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I bet it's under.
The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Which, there does seem to be something particularly cruel about being like, hey, Aether, do you want to help out on this case where these girls go missing? And then they all just kind of stare at him and he's like, yeah, I'd love to. And then I'll mail that box to myself.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Not the tank of water!
Right!
Oh my god.
That whole time! And you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Oh, damn.
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
That's fucking hilarious, actually.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
And now Cowell died a really fucked up on-screen death.
We really don't know how
honestly,
that
same.
happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off.
Navia, I adore you, but this is really not the time.
To think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
Time to
This
do more
is the
Ace
scene of the
Attorney.
crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
It's funny. It's funny because
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
okay.
What's this?
Bad.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
I assume that it's the real rope there got, like, swapped out. Yeah, but I am also getting tired. So it is probably a good place to pause.